One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos will put toe to leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will get first crack at it today. Pulls it, fired, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's crossed. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field. Motion from the back. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarter...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell.
Touchdown Seminoles! A great catch and run for 6.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wade. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So Boise State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll try to run for it. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge, because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun to give, looking for room. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Knowles! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. Jones to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Wade. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Throws to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the point after is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Catch in the middle. It's Frost. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's crossed. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They just keep firing. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy...
A shot for the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's got it on the move. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 20. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, his cross. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Rousseau. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here comes the heat.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First down. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. He's in open space downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Boise State ready to send out that offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Rousseau. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab. It's Rousseau. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Cross. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And how about the three-pointer from downtown? The long field goal attempt, they trust their kicker, and it took every inch. Just hits the crossbar and gets over and goes in.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and...
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
The run from the shotgun. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Jones to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Frost. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long, and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And the Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Jones wants to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Using his legs, it's Rousseau. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Brings up second and goal.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Florida State.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Florida State 41. Boise State 20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones to throw. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.